things it's changed for you, as you, based on where you were when you first got injured to now, and how have you adapted?
Well, life is completely different.
Yeah.
Before my injury, I was so independent. I lived by myself. Well, obviously, with half the time with my kids, half not. I had just gotten my master's. I worked full time. I was super active in the community. I loved to dance. That was like my thing. I loved to go dancing. And I didn't ask anyone for help at all. Everything I did myself. I put myself through college. So for me, I really was proud of that, like trying to be a strong woman, right? And I felt, not that I felt that it was weak to ask for help, but I just felt like I didn't want to be a burden on anybody. So I never really did ask for help from my family or anything like that. I was there to help others as much as I could whenever I could. And that was something I was also very proud of, that I was able to do that for other people. So when I got hurt, I was terrified because it's a complete change. I had to move out of my house, move in with my mom. I moved out of the house when I was 18. So I've never lived with my mom after, all my adulthood. Well, what it is, adult. Right, 18, it's not really. Anyway, so I haven't lived with them for a long time. So to go back to that, I felt like it was kind of taking a step back. And I felt pretty bad, kind of like I failed at some point. Even though it really had nothing to do with that, and I also felt like I was useless. Like I couldn't eat. I couldn't dress myself. I couldn't take a bath. I couldn't do anything. I had to get rid of my pets. I couldn't take care of myself. Mentally, my brain was fine, right? So that was hard because my brain said to me, oh my gosh, you're great. You're doing fine. You're going to get better. You're going to get better. But my body doesn't respond. So that's very frustrating, Also, just little things like brushing my teeth. I felt like useless. What helped me a lot was meeting other people who were in the same situation. Researching, and not only other people and their conditions, but researching programs and researching positive stories, and accepting my challenges and just not fighting it anymore. The first 2 weeks the first week in the hospital, I don't really remember anything, but the second, third week, I was terrified and I was devastated. I was like, I can't do anything anymore. But that word can't, I had to change that word, because it's not that I can't. I'm not dead. I'm not brain dead. I'm not useless at all. I had to learn how to become Ligia again. And I felt like at first I felt like I lost who I was. But over time, and talking like my therapist and the psychologist at Santa Clara and things like that, I remembered, no, I'm not anyone different. I'm just in a wheelchair. And that's just it. It's just this chair. But I'm still me. And my friends helped me a lot. They'd come and they'd, drew my hair and my makeup and help me feel like Ligia again. And they would say to me too, Psh, you're not, you're still you. Mm-hmm. We still love you. You're still our friend and you're going to be fine. And the more people said that, the more my brain was like, okay, the can't turned into I can. And then I had to think of, wait a minute, what things can I still do? I can do anything I want to. It's just different. So, with that, I had to, I thought about, okay, as soon as I get home, I'm going to go to the mall. Even when I was in the hospital, I still snuck out and went to the mall. And I would take the bus to different places. And, the nurses had no idea where I was. But it helped me get better. It helped me feel like part of society again. Mm-hmm. And I also felt like I had to become an advocate for other people who were in my situation. And, what am I going to do to help other people if I'm all depressed? And, what do I gain from laying in my bed and feeling sorry for myself? I can't. Plus, I have these 2 children that I have to teach to be resilient, and thinking about a lot of my challenges that I've had in my life, I was like, well, not that it makes sense, but it kind of prepared me sort of to deal with that situation, this devastating and this life-changing. So, that's pretty much, and a lot of prayer, a lot of hope, and accepting when I'm sad, accepting when I'm happy, being able to recognize what feelings I'm feeling, kind of like overcoming drugs and alcohol. I have no idea what it's like, but I can just imagine it's the same type of acceptance, just like the serenity prayer that everyone talks about. It's the same thing, accepting things I can't change, and changing the things that I can. All I can do is change my attitude and change my perspective. But I can't change my physical situation until it starts to change itself, right? I can't tomorrow say, blink my eyes and say, oh, I'm going to walk tomorrow, because it's not going to happen. And just being patient, but I can change my outlook and remain positive. That's pretty much all I can do. And also, it also helps too to remember that things can be very different. Cheating death makes you really think about what you could have been. The moment I was hurt, doctors told my family things that were devastating, that I could have been dead. And I should have been dead. But there's a reason why I'm here, and that keeping that in mind, and trying to stay positive because of that. That really helps me a lot.